Let's look at this video, where we discuss Bitcoin and its support. We are discussing Apple. We are currently examining the XRP price chart on Ledger. Since we have a lot to discuss, let's dive straight into Bitcoin. Ethereum is currently up 1.39% at $24.91, up 1.48% from the previous day. Both USDC and USDT are trading at their dollar pegs, with XRP's a mean lean of 51.5 cents, currently up 1.1% on the overall cryptocurrency market cap of $2.318 trillion. Pay attention to the market capitalization. We will gradually increase our position. If you missed the first video, write down 2.5 trillion before you know it. If you didn't finish, we will discuss this first item from the beginning to the end. Make sure to keep everyone updated on global events. Maintain revealed their cryptocurrency master plan using the RLUSD. Examining the stated and ongoing actions reveals the integration of Apple Pay and debit cards with the Ripple stablecoin. Why is that significant? Throughout history, there have been significant changes. iOS 18 incorporated the ledger to facilitate tap-to-pay. Only 4 months ago, during the year 2017 to 2018, Apple published this item. Apple had already incorporated the Interledger protocol a few years prior, possibly in 2019. Remember, the Interledger system can utilize any currency, not just one. Any digital item can be useful if it makes sense, but Ripple has consistently advocated for this approach. In terms of fairness, when we compare the top 3 available assets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, on an equal footing, the Interledger protocol will select the most cost-effective and efficient asset for money transfers. Of course, that's XRP. People are unprepared for what lies ahead. If Bitcoin reaches $74,000, you only pay that. Bitcoin 70K is loading larger than the new all-time high, and it's loading even larger, people. Remember to use 70K as a warm-up point and increase afterward. Once we reach 74, it's time to proceed. I've been discussing this for a while now. Pay close attention to this discussion and discover the reasons behind it. So large, well, Larry, listen to the CEO of BlackRock discuss how Bitcoin is a global asset that isn't reliant. Think about it, Larry, and understand the power of decentralization in any currency. So I listen. I believe that the primary purpose of cryptocurrency is in many respects, it's digitizing gold. Let's be clear, Bitcoin is an international asset, therefore, you shouldn't invest in gold as a hedge against inflation, against the burdensome issues of a single nation or the devaluation of your currency. Since Bitcoin is not reliant on any particular currency, it can serve as an alternative asset for investors to consider. The cornerstone of BlackRock, in my opinion, is about investing for retirement, based on the belief that tomorrow will come. Despite your initial doubts, BlackRock and other institutions will enter the cryptocurrency market. First, we have a new partner, Ripple, who has conducted a comprehensive case study. They have announced that financial institutions can now utilize their current SWIFT infrastructure and capabilities to connect to the global real-time payments network. We are witnessing SWIFT suddenly being compelled to transform after decades of doing nothing because they had a monopoly on the whole cross-border payment system, which allowed them to avoid having to today. As you may expect, it features numerous connections and is powered by an API. And software capabilities are progressing in that direction, but we're actually working with SWIFT, a messaging service that almost all international banks trust, to develop a method for our clients' customers to send transactions using the SWIFT connection they currently have. There you have it, finally, massive SWIFT. In response to change, other businesses and organizations are using SWIFT's capabilities with the current infrastructure to connect to all of the real-time global payment systems and networks that are currently being introduced globally. Keith is speaking here. If you want to view and discuss just one chart and only need to know one chart, he is breaking it down to XRP. This is the chart. Listen up, once a week we discuss XRP. Here is your weekly update, which is still in the wedge. I'm still considering going down to the daily level to show you what's going on. The buy signal goes below the 200, then the 100, then the 50, then the 8, then the 21 under everything, and I got nothing at all. The good news is that it is currently resting on the steel support that is present throughout this area. That's one of its advantages. The problem lies in the fact that it doesn't yield any revenue, so no one benefits from it. We have repeatedly demonstrated that there is only a 3 to 6 month window within which to hold XRP. You guys still haven't come to terms with the fact that numerous people across the space said it. You all choose to live in a fantasy world where everything is as you wish it to be, rather than as it truly is. For someone like me who is serious about producing money and isn't just doing this, subjective opium matters nothing. As a hobby, this is my full-time job, my full-time life, and all I do every day, much more than I ought to, could, or would if I had other choices. All okay. Bottom line, I'm trying to convey that there are people who take this seriously, are aware of it, and understand that the window of opportunity is truly limited. When should we consider holding any of this XRP? No profits yet, but I think I can make more. I believe that I can potentially make comparable gains with both Bitcoin and something else. If XRP breaks below the trend line it's been trading in and out of, I'm glad my levels are still around 60 cents. I don't hedge wager on it. I wouldn't say I like hedged bets on Bitcoin and Ethereum. A hedged bet worth 65 cents, 70 cents, or 75 cents is still a terrible investment. Francis and Ganu will deliver a powerful blow. Good luck in your first battle. That will be difficult to do, and if all of that fails and you break out, my upper stopping goals are $1 and $150. What makes that? Well, our opposition lies up north. I'll demonstrate she stated that, and I realize it's a mouthful, but it's the truth. That's what she said, right? I must locate the correct one. It's a bonanza, I believe. There we have it. Bonance was fine. I share charts from various exchanges, but their drawings differ, and instead of making all the necessary adjustments, I find that the right chart remains stuck beneath the strong, green barrier. Medium resistance is represented by blue. What you see is the white level upper resistance, which roughly represents the last barrier between 75 and $1. This is followed by the yellow and red final resistance, which is extremely faint but still present. As you can see, our final bit of resistance is $150 to $2. This circle should be yellow, but it appears to be a red box. As you can see from our frequent discussions on this channel, numerous stepping stones lead up to the all-time high. There are numerous obstacles to overcome, but this is the outcome of either achieving a breakthrough in 2020 or failing to break an all-time high in 7 years. Despite not surpassing the 2017 all-time high, we managed to stabilize at approximately $192, which could be considered a breakthrough. The charts show what we must focus on now. Caution is advised. Once we break that barrier, let's use 75 cents. Next, let's examine $1. Once it breaks, we can aim for the $150 range. After we received the trace, we discussed it. We're going to see a retrace over $150, and if we can hold above that, we'll break out and see a new all-time high for XRP. However, before we can even discuss such targets, we must first break above $75. That should occur by the end of the year, in my opinion. We still haven't seen the markets move up or respond to anything in the last 2 months. Bitcoin will be the first step. All we have to do is obtain it. If Bitcoin surpasses 74K, it will start to appreciate. Keep in mind that your initial gainer will be Bitcoin. When there is a bull market, Bitcoin is always the first to climb. When a market event arises, we need Bitcoin to surge as it has the potential to siphon off funds from other alternative currencies. Once this occurs, Bitcoin's dominance will rise and descend once more. At that point, we will declare it alt season. Bitcoin will lead all other cryptocurrencies in this market, but the true alt run won't begin until 2025. Keep that in mind and put it in writing.